of you guys who don't know me, my name is Smith. I'm the marketing manager for the Movie Group of Restaurants. I just want to welcome you guys all here this morning. It's so great to see all the new faces and the old faces all together again. Or together for the first time, I guess I should say. So hopefully you guys got some muffins or donuts or coffee on the way. If you didn't, grab some on the way out because we don't want any extra food lying around. So today is kind of a really cool thing. We've essentially shut down the company for an hour. We have the restaurants here, the PI Brewing Company, the 2 hotels. So that's never been done before, so that's really, really cool. This was kind of an idea that me and Jess had way back in February. MGR had done this a couple of years ago at Peaks Key, and we thought it was a great idea. We wanted to tweak it a little bit and just get everyone together, new staff, old staff, and kind of get excited for the summer. So again, thank you for coming. Basically this morning is going to be pretty short and sweet. Kevin's just going to talk for about 50 minutes, and then we're going to head back home and go back to bed or whatever we want to do. So without further ado, I will present our speaker for this morning, our president, Kevin Murphy.
To say a few words, and I am a spiritual gangster. Okay? I'm one of you. Guys, first I want to say a big thank you. Vanessa mentioned it, but you have no idea what this means to be able to get everybody in the same room and to talk a bit about what we do and what this company is all about. And we strive in this company to be the best, okay? And a lot of times we have to understand it's not just what you do, there's a bigger picture here. And today, I want to let you people know what we stand for and where we came from, because a lot of times you have to really understand a little bit about where you came from to understand where you're going. And in the company, you're always doing that. And today was a day that Vanessa said started in February. Let's shut the company down for an hour, okay? There's a guy named Howard Schultz who owns Starbucks. But 7 years ago, his company was going downhill, and they lost what they're all about. He shut the company down worldwide for 4 hours. And all he did was every store got their staff in and told them basically, we lost our way. We don't serve coffee. We're barristers, okay? And that's a different terminology. And it's an experience that they have in their places. And from that point until today, if you haven't read the book, if you know Starbucks, it's a very successful story. It started with a guy who said, let's get back to our roots, let's start this thing all over again. So, we're here today, and it's not about that, we're starting all over again. We're very pleased, very happy where we're at. 33 years ago today, that's a fact. 33 years ago today, I got in business, okay? We picked this date, I don't know if that's coincidence, but June of 1980, June the 1st, we opened our first restaurant. And it's 33 years later. Craig and Bill made a comment to me on the way in. Kevin, can I ask you to do staff? And you know what? I said, no, the staff is always young, except for a few. Our financials over there, I said, we need maturity, we need all that. So hey, we're very happy to have you. But guys, 33 years ago, I had 15 staff, or 12 staff at the Burn. It was a little restaurant, okay, that we started. And it was a start of something that we came to today. And do we have a vision to be here today? No. Most business people don't. It evolves and opportunities present themselves, and we are here today. So, the purpose of today is really understanding the it. People all say, Do you get it? Okay? Kelly, do you get it? And he said, what do you mean to get it? Well, it's that it thing that we talk about in our business. That's the difference between us and the others. And I say it, okay? And I go around the room and ask everyone, what is the it factor in your business and what's the factor in you? And I could say to Marion, what is the it factor at sales, okay? And the experience you do there behind the bar. So today we're going to talk a bit about that. But also, one thing that I learn over time, all successful companies, I believe, have a soul. Now, I'm not going to get into preaching here, okay? It's not about that. It's about what you've created, what that is. And I think from us, and I talk when I say us to me, I mean all of us, but Kathy and I, and how we're part of the company, and how we enjoy the company, and how we live and breathe the company, and you see us and you say, wow, that's the way we want to live in our business. Okay? We have fun, we enjoy it, and I know that when you guys are having fun in your different jobs, guess who else is having fun? Our guests. So the soul of the company is kind of like something that we try and say, is it intangible? No, it's not. It's real. And it's something that over the next 45 minutes, you'll get the bit to understand. So just so you know that who I am, because I don't know everybody. We always change staff here, but this company started, like I said, in 1980. I'm from Charlottetown. I grew up in Charlottetown. I played hockey in Charlottetown. I bartended in Charlottetown. I came through this industry when I was going through school. I graduated UPI 1979. And there's a lot of graduates here that graduated in 2013. No different, guys. It's 23 years old. That's what I was when I got in business 33 years ago. I was single when I got in business. If you didn't know that. I had this girlfriend who was chasing me all the time. Probably, thank God it didn't hurt, because you wouldn't have, I would have today, I'm sure, if I had, because the fabric of what you see in our restaurants and the experience is, it is fabulous. So, then we have three boys, Ben, Sam, and Isaac. Sam's here, Isaac's here, and Ben is out west at a wedding. There we are at Isaac's graduation. Isaac graduated with UVA. Motley crew. I tell you, no, I'm not. This is my first restaurant. You know where Stratford is? You know where the vet clinic is? Right behind the vet clinic. There's this barn was there, and it was a restaurant, big bar, and it was a great business. Took over in June, knew nothing about the restaurant business except being a bartender, hired the staff, hired the kitchen people, did the menu, did some marketing, and lost 30 pounds in 30 days. And I'm always worried about going out of business. You think of it, you just want to be successful. It wasn't about making money, you wanted to be successful. And do things right. And I looked at that as great. November 11th, 1986, this is what happened. The barn was burned to the ground, and we were there. It was closed for the season, and somebody lit a fire, arsonist, and the mounties closed that night. We were at another restaurant. I said, Kevin, your barn's on fire. And I said, you're kidding me. So we jumped in the car, went over there. By the time we got to the bridge, all we seen was flames. And it was quite a thing. But you know what? I still haven't found out who did it. I'd like to thank him. Because it was a turning point for the company. It was devastating. We were, devastated. But what we had insurance, and we were able to move on. And it was a lot of different opportunities. Guys, I just have a role. You guys see me a lot, just maybe at the bar, passing through, picking up food. I do a lot of cooking. Happy enough to have a bite, so that's good. But guys, my role is very simple, okay? I believe it's simple. Busy to work on. I try to hire the right people. I try to give them the tools, the environment to do their job, give them some resources, and get out of their way. Let them do the job. You're all very capable, skilled, great personalities. I don't want to be your way, but I want to see you be successful, have fun, and my way of believing to do that is making sure when we hire the right people. And we think we have 350 of the best people in this industry. We never worry about what the other guys do. And I can honestly say in 33 years, I never, ever, ever worry about the guy next door. He's worried about us. That's the way it should be. Any company's built on pillars, guys, and you know what? I'm very fortunate to have great people, okay? And we're going to get to it. It's not about me today, it's not about the pillars, but any company has it. And we're very fortunate to have a great human resources. And Jess is here. Our marketing sales, we met Vanessa. Finance, Mark White, our CFO. Pretty tight with the checks. But there's one thing he believes in. He said, I can't wait for them to work for us. And trust me, they do. They come to know. Mark White will hold a check from any supplier as long as he has to. But when it comes to staff, he makes sure they're paid. And they're not waiting for the check. Operations, Chris, you all know him. Around the operations, to make it go around. From my perspective, when we call them pillars, it's really supporting you guys. You've often heard that we want to support you guys. But guys, the biggest pillar, unbelievably, unequivocally, is you guys, okay? And it was 33 years ago, it is today. There's no difference, hasn't changed one iota. It's just that it's become more focused on the importance of you guys in your role. And when I'm talking, it's about the managers too, the supervisors, the head chefs, you know, and how you guys create your little team in your little world at your restaurant. How that works, okay? And you know what? You might not know it, but guess what? You are on a little bit of a pedestal, okay? They look at you different. Just think of a new person coming to your employ, first shift. I'm nervous. I'm a wreck. But I want to do good. And you know what? That's where the manager, the chef, you know, makes you feel comfortable. I always ask employees, by the way, 33 years ago, you're talking 33 years ago, there's one person in the room tonight. When we bought the Brooklyn Hotel in 1980, there's one person that was in this room tonight that was there, okay? And it is special that we have a person that's with this company for 33 years and along the way. And I can honestly say, I don't mind saying it, that she is a little older than me. Rose is great. Rose, stand up. Yes, stand up. Stand up. Rose is a trooper and has been through many different operations with us, and Rose is great to have. But why did we hire you? You know, why did we hire you? And I can ask the question to any one of you. You can say, what? Why did we hire you? There's got to be something. You know what? I'll tell you a story about two hires that I did. Okay, that they were interviewed. They came to an interview, and they didn't know what they were getting interviewed for. When I hired Vanessa and Jessica, they worked for us. And one day I was sitting in the garage and said, what are you doing? Going to school. When are you finished? I am finished. What are you going to do next year? Not sure. And I said to myself, what is going on here? Why aren't we grabbing these people? So I arranged an interview. They didn't know what they were interviewing for. I knew what they needed. So they both show up for an interview. I asked Kathy and somebody else to interview them first. It's a true story because I don't really care what I was interviewing for. It was the person. Do they fit the company? Do they have the same values that we do? Do I see them fit me? And you know, I knew that before you interviewed. It's just there's one of the questions was, what am I interviewing for here? And the other day we have HR and a marketing salesperson. But all of you bring something to the table, and that's what I want. A good friend sent me something the other morning about team. And I'm a big Detroit fan, okay? And they should have won, okay? But they didn't. When you talk about an organization that has been in the Stanley Cup playoffs for 22 years straight, it doesn't happen by choice. It happens, they have a management team that pick and build that team every year as it changes. And the email kind of went on about 400 people in the company or 350 people in the company. Imagine if we're all the same. Imagine if we had 350, pick a name, 350 Chris Wrights. Okay? Okay, now. Or 350 Kyle Bessies. Guys, great teams are not built on identical people. Great teams are built on making sure your pieces you're missing, you go get them, they fit in, you are this, you are that, and the coach, the GM, the chef molds that into that successful team that wins. And I look around here and everyone in the operations, you guys bring something to the table. I don't care where you came from. You're from Winslow or Tignish or Surrey or wherever. You bring a background, a life, all your different things that you know about. And that's what I want to see at the store level. When you're talking to a guest, we want you to say, "Hi, I'm Jessica. Yes, I was born here, lived here. Yes, we do stay open in the winter here. We do stuff. But you know, most people, now if you're in New York, they think that this place shuts down. So, you're a more important asset. But when I says it starts at the top, I mean at your store. This is directed to your managers, supervisors, chefs, that the environment, you know, I can say, let's create the environment. I hope I create the environment for the managers. I hope I create the environment for the chefs, and then that skills that they need. But the managers then have to take it to the next level. I say, okay, great, I gotta make sure my operation runs smooth. Everybody's having fun. They are praised, okay? And we don't do enough of it. We don't do enough of saying, thank you, great job, okay? It is so important in this industry that we don't do that, okay? And it can be staff to staff. It can be from your front line to the back of the house. We should see, every time you see a meal come out from the kitchen, that you go, wow, okay? And now I know that I do tours sometimes with some guests. I'll take them around, and I'll take them through the kitchen, because I'm proud of the kitchen, okay? And when I go into a kitchen and I show them, whether it's Daniel Brennan's or the Han is tough to get into, okay? You know, you got to rub the shoulders to get into the Han. But when you go into the Sims, they're in awe. You know, chefs kind of got a little bit of a mystique, celebrity status. They do, okay? They just do their thing. And when you got 30 steaks on there, the average Joe is asking, how do you do it? You know what? They're amazed at it. And what? It's part of that experience that we do. All right. I always look at this business as theater, and you're always on stage. And your stage is your place, okay? And you're the actor, okay? And sometimes you act, guess what? Don't feel like getting up this morning, and I don't feel like, wow. I don't feel it. You know what? It's that energy that you walk in the door, as soon as you walk in the door, you go, boom, I'm ready, okay? I took a few minutes, I got myself dressed right, did my hair, okay? My makeup is on, my uniform is clean, I am ready to roll, okay? And guys, that's your job, okay? So when I look at that, I say, wow, because that first impression, you're going to hear about a little bit about first impressions and that, and how important there's thousands of them every day. Years ago, it was just good food and great service. okay? And didn't even make that a clean restaurant. You got away with it, okay? Now, if you don't have great food and great service in a clean restaurant, you're off to a bad start. That's the basic start to be a successful business, okay? So we've got to go that extra bit, okay? With regards to creating an experience. I always look at, I believe we have great food, great service, great restaurants, clean, I believe that, okay? Chris is around, doing your audits, making sure all that stuff is good, okay? But you know what? There's one thing missing. Not missing, we do a great job. But the important thing is, what are we wrapping around those three things to create the experience? The experience is when they leave the place and they just say, wow, what just happened? That's a great experience. And you know what it's called? It's called hospitality. It's called PEI hospitality. It's that simple. It's you. Where are you from? Suffolk? Stratford. Imagine, tell the people where you're from. It's that little genuine thing that you are. Yes, you're going to be great, the chefs will give you great food, and all these beautiful restaurants that we have, but it's you. At the end of the day, it's not me. I can walk through and take the credit, which I do, okay? And I get criticized for it. Have the shelves up, and we're doing the buffet, and he gets to the head of the line, and he kind of puts something on there that, oh, what a great meal you did, Kevin. But they like to see you too. Managers, they love to see the managers, they love to see the chefs. So, the experience is that, okay? And it's got to be that hospitality that we throw around the things we already have that's going to make it a great, great spot. We go the extra mile, I know that, okay? But for us, it's kind of like, that's part of our fabric. That's part of our soul. We'll do anything, really, to go the extra mile to get it's in us, okay? When you start with a company, you say, wow, she does it, he does it, wow, it's all do it. When it comes to doing that extra thing. Monica, where are you? She here. Where are you? Where are you? Sweet little Monica. Guys, we were in town the other night, or I was in town, and I was at Sam's, and we were with a guy in Hockey Canada who worked with Molson for 20 years. He knows the service business, knows it all, and we were just chatting up and said, well, we've got to take you down to Sam's, have some of the best oysters in town. So, Monica was there, Mary didn't work there, but you would have done the same thing. But anyway, she come up to the oysters, and I said to myself, well, watch this. Okay? So, I hit the play button, and Monica started to tell this guy, Mike Ross was his name, not the same Mike Ross that was for us, about the oysters. And she gave a story to the oysters about what bay they came from, how they tasted, how deep the thing was, the bay, and the flow of water. That's what makes this oyster better than this oyster. And he was going, it was an experience. He never experienced it. He loved oysters. He said, I never, ever thought oysters were like that. You know what he said? She should be selling beer. That's what he said. No. She should be selling oysters. Okay? And that night it was oysters. Interesting. Oysters. We are the best at selling oysters. And we got a brand new oyster bar opening up soon. Okay? At the Merchantman. Because you know what? There's a story. Everything is about a story in this business. There's a story. People like to know the story. They want to know, where did that beef come from? Man, come with me. I'll show you the fridge where the beef is. And I'll tell you where the cows came from. Guys, that's what they want to hear. It's all about the story. And you got to create it. And if you have to embellish it, okay? Make it sound bigger than it is, that we know the cows. Seriously, kid. One guy asked, do you know where the cows come from? Yes, we know where the cows come from. The size of the cows. And there's a little truth in it. There's a little truth. So guys, in this business, it's pretty simple. And I don't complicate it. It is simple, and you guys know it. And when it comes to, you know what? When someone asks a question, or someone says something, wow, you've opened the door for me to respond. And if someone says, what's yours? Like, ah, oysters. Oh, best oysters in town. And you know what? Oh, great, give me. Okay? It's simple things. The answer is yes. What's the question? What do you want to know? I have absolutely excellent choice. Anybody can ask or something after you do. You can say, great choice. I love it. Fish and chips are to die for. And you know what? You never go wrong. I just wish, I always say that I go back in time and be a bartender again. And say, wow, of all the knowledge you learned over 33 years, I always thought I was the best bartender. You know, maybe I'll go back and try and be a best bartender. So, when you talk about this whole room, okay, and the interaction and the ability of us, the ability of this company to promote and collaborate and to use each other and all these business, hotels, restaurants, brewery, guys, it's powerful. And you know what? This is what I want. This is what I want everybody to say. Yes, you're having dinner here tonight? God, you gotta go to Merchant tomorrow. Oh, you're in town 3 nights? Oh, you gotta go to the brewery. It's those things that, hey, guess what we've got? We've got a sales force in this room that is unbelievable. And it's not because we're asking to do it because we say to do it. We're doing it because guess what? You want that person to have a great experience, and you know that they will have a great one if you send them to Daniel Brennan's and they're sitting at the booking bar and they're talking to the chef. Wow. Or send them to Merchant Man or Sims, or we're Eastside Americans or Pizza Way. We all can benefit from each other. I'll give you a quick story of a hotel. There's a guy a year ago, his name is Kevin Garland. That's his name, he's a Garland. Anyway, he, Vice President of the Royal Bank of Canada, we met him a year ago, October at an event. And we were in the Great George, having a reception, hopefully getting a few business people to come to the reception and show their rooms. He shows up, we give him a glass of wine. Hi, I'm Kevin. Oh, Kevin, great. Rachel was there. He gave a little tour. So we're talking about this interaction and what works. He was blown away. Always stays in the Delta. We said, Delta. Always stay in the Delta. The Great George. The Great George. So he came to Great George. He couldn't believe it. He says, you guys got something here. You get it. So he stayed. At Christmas time, he took 20 of his senior people there for a conference. He goes around every time he comes over. Guess what Rachel does? She sucks up to him. Okay? You know what she does? She puts 2 cans of beach chair in his room every time on ice. She's buying him, okay? But she's, you know what it's called? She's boxing him in. He's not getting away. Okay? He was there last Saturday, Friday, okay, with a couple from Moncton, and Rachel, you know, lays it on again. Best rooms. He's trying to impress. He impresses. Anyway, Rachel says, Dad, he's in town. We should try and drop in and see him. It's okay. I'll drop and see him. So I go see him Saturday morning. He goes, things went on now. But you know what he did? He started here. He had a brewery drink. Okay? Then he went to the Hans lunch. Okay? Not bad. Goes to the wine show. Goes to Sims for dinner. Okay? Now we're talking interaction and ability to. And they said to me the next morning, I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you do it. We went to 4 or 5 different places. And guess what? They all gave us a unique experience. And I'm not bullshitting. They were dead serious. The couple said, this is not real. Everyone was different, but it goes to the point of how we can help each other, hotels, move them around, spend the money, give them their value, give them the experience they want. This is something I believed in for 30 years. It came from my father. One day, he was working at a hotel with me, and he said moments of truth. He read it somewhere, and I didn't understand it. Okay? Moments of truth. Okay? And it really is in this business, you'll hear more, and it seems like, but guys, the moment's the truth. This is where, as people, we have thousands of them every single day in every business. Moments where a person comes in contact with your business, okay, and forms an impression, okay, on what they have, negative or positive, in your business, okay? And it can be simple things. Your flowers, your cigarette butts outside. It can be your signage. It can be your menu board. It can be you, okay? When they walk in that door, the biggest moment of truth we have is you. So I can either get a big smile, greet, or I can get somebody else that's not that. And you know what? And that's where we are so good at that we get that smile. We get it. So you're going to get it. It's all with that fact that this is something that we look at in a company. So I look at Great George, I say, oh, wow. Like, sometimes you take it for granted. But I look at that moment of truth that people drive by every day, and they look at it and they say, I think it's pretty positive. It looks good. Okay? What goes on inside? I wonder. You walk in the lobby, and you see all this beautiful furniture in the place. But still, guess what happens when you walk into Great George? You get inside the door. What happens? Hey, there's a big impression. But what's another impression? There's a girl over there at the desk. They used to say, hi. Boom. They're at their ease. Simple. Welcome. It's that simple. You've been in a place, hi. Smile. This is a great story with the truck. I know. This truck just didn't happen, okay? We were in Naples last year, and we traveled a little bit. But we always look at ideas. We were going down Fifth Avenue, I guess it was in Naples, and there's this truck, identical truck, right now. It's called In on the Fifth. Beautiful little boutique hotel. I said, I love the truck. Okay? And it had a different. So I said, I want one of those. I want one of those trucks. So I took a picture. And technology, I said to Peter McLean at Apple Honda, Peter, I want a truck. I like this. Get me a used truck. I don't care if it has a motor or anything. I want to park it inside the big truck. Okay? I want to park it there, and everybody's going to drive by and say, wow, this guy's got a limo. Okay? So the time I got back to PEI within a week, guess what I had? I had a brand new shiny truck. Okay? And I wanted a nice logo on it, so we put the Hotel Palm, Great George. I said, now let's park it. No parking spot. I said, let's get a parking spot. So we go to the city, we got our own parking spot now, it says it right there, Great George, concierge, whatever. Point is, we can't drive the truck. But here's something that is, so you give them a truck, and I say, now don't be driving it, and putting gas in it, and all that stuff, it costs me money. So they take the truck, and they clean it up, shine it up. So the other day I had Ian, where are you? Are you here? Ian, shivery, new man at Great George, but he takes the truck just with pride in the truck. Okay? He thinks it's his. Okay? Fine. Okay? So the other day he goes, I did it. Whoa! So I got her all cleaned up. She looked good. All shiny, carpets are clean. So if that's it's in it, guess what? It's perfect, another impression. So he goes, oh no, I can have one better cover. Guess what? I go to the airport now and pick up people. Okay, so I pull up in front of the airport with my truck, he says. So we argue again. Right? So he pulls up, and he goes in with this little thing, you know, Mr. Murphy, and he goes, wait for his guest. And he opens the door, and here's the point. That's what he did. He says, now I've got the channels on the radio all pre-programmed. He's one of those guys, okay? So guess what? He's got classical on.
So the person comes from New York, it's in this car, my car, and the classical music's playing. And you go, wow, this place is unbelievable. Okay? He doesn't even know the great George Shepherd. He's dealing with Eden in his truck. But the point is, guys, it's a moment of truth. It goes back to all those little things. And everybody in this room has, we have a judge in town, okay? There's a judge in town. Well, I have a lot of judges in town that we talk about. You don't want to tell you that? But they do drink. Okay? Don't mind them, drink. One guy comes in, nice schooner. This is a Gahan story, it's a great story. Nice schooner. And he says, I can only drink schooner because the other beers hurt my tummy. Right. Okay? He knows his beers. We don't carry schooner. Nobody drinks schooner. So he ordered it nice, and I didn't say nothing. Next thing you know, within 3 minutes, there's a 6-pack of schooner in the fridge for our judge. And you know what? He's told that story 100 times. Guess what else he did? He booked a conference at the Great George a couple years ago with all the judges, all his buddies, in the Great George, and he takes them to the places that he gets this kind of service. Now I hear Sims copies it. Where is he? They took that idea. They go get schooner too. And they go, you got a 12-pack, not a 6-pack. Guys, you know, it's those little things that people talk about. Now, best steak in the city, we're going to put Sims up there. But guys, moments of truth, and I'm just not being critical of this gentleman, but I would think that moments of truth, your first impression, if you're looking for a steak, would you say this impression will give you the best steak in the city? That sign hasn't changed since I do business. We do business, but that's a busy through. There's 22,000 cars that buy the sign every single day. And I know if you change the sign for the business, it's about 25%. Signs are a great place to work. And you guys are good at it. But this is so important to me. This is part of the soul that I talk about, having fun. I will never say anything. If you're having fun behind the bar, I heard you survived your first night as a bartender. Ryan Cassidy, his first night as a bartender last year. I'll tell you what. You learn it. Master it. And no better job. But guys, this is where the managers, hey, the chefs, create that environment we talk about, that place of work, that you have fun. That's it. Okay? That's where we start. With you guys to make sure it's happening. We always look at the operation, guys. This is something, you just take a moment when you're going to work 19, every 350 or 60, wherever here, look at it from the lens of the guest. Okay? When you're walking in, stop and ask yourself, I'm the guest, I'm walking in, what am I seeing? Okay? Are you walking over beer bottles and garbage and going in? Or are you saying to yourself, I'm going to pick it up. I'm going to do this. We all want to do that. Or if you see something that's not quite right, why don't you tell somebody, like the manager, and say, you should fix the light that's been out for a month. Oh, thank you. Because it's part of you. This is your place. I'm going to take ownership. Would all the hosts please stand up? Everybody who's a host of this company, please stand up. Who's hostessing? Please, everybody stand up, stay up. That's the host. Please, don't sit down. Now I'm going to take 1 minute, because I know you're going to have a seminar on this, but I want to say in 1 minute how important your role is in this company. And you know what? You say, well, what do you mean? It's about that first impression, that first moment of truth. How they see the company. There's a great big smile. Let's get in here. We want you. You've got to eat here. You guys are so important. And you know what? When I'm around, I just want to see, hey, don't be afraid of me. I just want to see that energy, that smile. You're running down Victoria Road to get a guest. Where are you going? Back here. This place here is where you're eating. And you can do that. sing, dance. Anyway, you see. Right on schedule. We do lose customers, guys. This is fact. Okay, we look at why do people leave our restaurants. Okay, some people die. It's true. Okay, you know someone that have died. Of course, 3% take a promotion, get moved away. Okay. 5% move for a friend that says, no, let's go here because it's better than there. Okay? 9% move for a price. Yes? There are people that go for price, and guess what? They don't worry about quality, they want price. Well, guess what? We give you great food, great service, wrapped in hospitality, at a fair price. Sometimes, chefs, guess what? Unfortunately, there is some other person that doesn't like the food. Well, life goes on. And the number one reason, and you know what? First going to attribute to this, I know it. Anytime we get a complaint, we love complaints, guys. We do. And it's not about you, it's about us and how we figure it out and change it. 60% of all customers leave because of indifference towards the combined employee. It's fact. And you know what? It's scary. 9% of the time, the employee doesn't know that they gave that impression. They don't know. Did I? Really? No, not me. I'm not like that. It is. Sometimes it happens. It feels good. And so that's why we talk about theater, on stage, always acting. You know what we're transmitting sometimes isn't what they're receiving. That communication piece is broken down. So it's so important that we look at it and say, okay, let's make sure that is not happening. The Ritz Carlton. When I say the Ritz, what do you think? What do you think when I say Ritz?
High end.
What?
High end.
High end. Ritz. Putting on the Ritz. Getting dressed up. Okay? Well, this is a book, the new gold standard that they have out. It's written by the owner of the Ritz Carlton. Great book. So I said, let's see how we do. So I said, Dad, we got to go on a trip. So we go to the Ritz in Cayman Islands. We had to go there. To check this book out. And trust me, there's notes, and we sat, and we looked, and all that. And it was a great story. It was a great experience, okay, with the Ritz. So, this is our little Juliet up here. Now, again, she's dark complected up there. She was our maid, okay? And she developed a relationship with us because the first night she let her know. We're there for a week, but she felt that relationship. We hadn't met her, but we had a note, okay? So we said, great. Next day, I found a cockroach in my shower. True. So I just killed it. Put it on a napkin. Put it on the desk. I said, Juliet, there's a cockroach. It didn't bother me. But I want to see how they handle it. I want to know what the comeback was. Okay, because there might be families of cockroaches in the place. So I want to make sure that no one else sees the cockroach. So this is what happened. We went up for dinner. We come back. Rose petals on the bed. The swan lady does a towel thing and puts it on the bed. She takes the curtains and creates this thing. So we walk into the room that night. I'm not thinking cockroach. I said, whoa. So Juliet, if you can see where the swans are, see the swan that took his finger there? Oh, I still have it. She wrote, good evening, Mr. and Mrs. Murphy. Have a wonderful stay. This is when we got before you. Please come again, stay travels. That was when she left, when last, I believe. The one on the right, to Mr. and Mrs. Murphy. Enjoy the rest of your stay with us. Hope you will come again. I apologize for the approach. book that says they can spend up to whatever it is, the general manager will never question whatever you do to solve the guest complaint. She did it in spades. What did it cost her? Some rose petals, little note, bottle of wine, and says, "You sorry." That's all we wanted. I didn't even want that. I would love to see if they were walking the talk. This is the book. So we have this, you've heard this before, we mess up, press up, press up. Guys, I don't care if you mess up. You're going to mess up. If you ever mess up, you mess up. Okay? First thing you do is address mess up. You know, don't try and hide it. Guess what? They know there's a screw up. And it's nothing. Don't blame the kitchen. Don't blame the kitchen. Okay? That's a compliment. You know, stand tall. I take, okay, I accept responsibility for it. Here's what's going on. Communicate with me. Let me know there is a problem. Let them know before it happens. Guess what? We're really busy tonight. It may be a little bit, no problem. Can I get you an extra drink? That's communicating. If they're sitting there waiting, then there's a problem. If I'm stewing, it's getting worse. So it's very important that you guys be proactive and say, uh-oh, I see it coming. I see complaints coming. How do we fix it? Mess up, press up, press up. Guys, we're wrapping up here. Steps of service, warm greet, exceed expectations, make it memorable. Okay, that's what it's all about. Is make it memorable. You know that they remember you there. Thank you. We don't do enough of it. We don't. I was at Tim Hortons yesterday with my brother Danny, and anytime we get with him, it's always talking about business. People are coming in, you know, thank him. And he was, you know, somebody's going in with 12 pockets, and he basically roared at the guy. Thank you. Thanks. That was low. Yeah. The host can say it. The manager can say it. You can say it. Wow, this place is they care about their business. They really care. And you guys can do it for me. I do it. I can't do it enough. When I sit at the bar the odd time and have a drink, I'm looking at the guy. I'm saying, how's it? Where are you staying? Doesn't. What? Doesn't. Man, it's a better product up the street. Under promise, over deliver, guys. Whatever the promise is, it's there. Their expectation is there when they come in, whatever it may be. And everybody's different. But what we want to do is over-deliver. So when they leave, they're saying good things to everybody they talk to. And you know what? Don't be afraid. If it's your first time as a waitress, a bartender, you don't ask questions. Have fun. Be there in the zone. Enjoy it. Okay. There's another point for this morning. Okay? We've talked about the soul of the company. I hope you got a little bit about what I'm all about. The it factor, which we have, okay? And you know what we do create in this company too? We create relationships, okay? We create this company has a lot of great stories of people that have gone through our company, that have stayed with the company, that have got married in our company, that have kids in our company. And that's something we're so proud of. The beer company, you're sitting here today, somebody's for the first time. 2 weeks ago we opened it. Okay, Prince Edward Brewing Company. It's a world-class brewery. Okay? We have a hard time saying it. We're kind of humble here in PEI. But the guy that works with Bob Armstrong and took Corona to Canada 30 years ago made the point, every time we talk to him, don't you ever talk to this brewery unless you say world-class. Don't you ever talk to this brewery, Kevin, or Jeff, unless it's world-class. The word's got to be in there. And we kind of say, ooh, that's a big statement. No, it's not. Everybody that's been here the last 2 weeks have just gone, wow. Wow. You know what? And I mean, Kathy and I again had another trip. And we went to San Francisco this time. One-way ticket, bought a car, it took a month to come home. And we seen 40 breweries. But she did shop. And we see them all. And I say, well guys, I can say we have the best brewery that I've ever been in, except for Guinness. Guinness is Walt Disney's of the world in the brewery business. Unbelievable. But in this world, we have an amazing product here that we can sell to every single horse we touch this summer. They will not be disappointed when they come here and experience this brewery. So they'll come back to you later and say, thank you for sending me here. Okay? We have a retail store. We have a beer retail store. We have tours. We have a bar that we can sell. But that's just what we're going to have. You are in a new event center, okay, that we're going to be doing in the next probably 3 or 4 months. That will become an event center as well. So I ask you, okay, to be part of something special. This beer business that we fell into, okay, but are excited about it. Be part of promoting it with us, okay? The beer store, you know, tell them you can pick up your beer here. You guys, okay? If you want, you know, we'd like to see our staff as well, promoting, drinking, and drinking. So I ask you to join us in making this a very special thing. It's going to be going. So anyway, that's my sell job on the PI Brewing Company. Jeff and company have a huge job and opportunity here to make this something really, really special. So guys, it's 10 o'clock. I want to thank this lady right here, Vanessa, Jessica at the back, that put this together. We made a point to shut the company down for an hour, and we did. I am so happy that we did it, and be able to talk to you for 1 hour about the company. We have the summer ahead of us. It's starting June 1st, which is today, yesterday, today. So let's enjoy the summer, let's have fun, and let's make these experiences we talked about great this summer. So enjoy.